Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Well, just when you thought Harry and Meghan couldn't get any darker or more malevolent in the way they are, we know they're evil, but this one surprised me a little bit. Started on Twitter, I saw this tweet with this posted this clip or excerpt from Harry's book where Harry wrote, "I loved seeing Pa. Loved feeling his pride, and I felt buoyed by his praise." And or should I say buoyed by his praise, like a buoy, whatever. Anyways, but I had to get back to work. I was mid-control, couldn't tell the Typhoon to please hold on a moment. Yes, yes, darling boy, back to work. He drove off. As he went down the track, I told the Typhoon, new target, gray Audi, headed southeast from my position down track towards a big silver barn oriented east-west. The Typhoon tracked Pa, did a low pass straight over him, almost shattering the windows of his Audi, but ultimately spared him on my orders. It went it went on to blow a silver barn to smithereens. Now, is this true is my first question, because this sounds a bit, like more fantasy of Harry. Just like Harry's story of the seals singing to Meghan. I mean, the singing seals. And someone commented that seals don't sing. And just to show you a quick clip of seals taught to sing to bark theme song from Star Wars and sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Okay, so that's how a seal sings, if you want to call that singing. I mean, oh, that sounds like Megan, though. He's got a point there. So back to this story. The singing seals is obviously BS, I think. And this story sounds like BS, too. Like, huh? Oh my god, I just sounded like a seal right there. But I mean, Harry's claiming that he was mid-control of a typhoon. And by the way, I'm like, what the hell's a typhoon? So I assume he's referring to this. This is a Typhoon FGR-4, an extremely agile, multi-role combat aircraft used in all the Royal Air Force's current operations. So we're supposed to believe that this military plane is at Harry's command, and he chose to have it target his father's car, his pa's car. And this is the Daily Mail. It said, I told the Typhoon new target. Prince Harry reveals how he sent fighter jet over Father Charles's car while training for Afghanistan, but ultimately spared him. So the Duke of Sussex tells how hard he worked to prepare himself for military life in the military. This includes steering jets over marshy flats at ungodly speeds in Norfolk. He detailed one bizarre practice drill where he targeted his father's grey Audi. So Prince Harry sent a fighter jet over his father's car in Norfolk while training for combat in the military, his controversial memoir reveals. The Duke of Sussex writes in spare of how he worked to prepare himself for his tours of Afghanistan, including steering jets over marshy flats at ungodly speeds near Sandringham residence. In one bizarre tale, he tells how he used a typhoon to target King Charles and his grey Audi before ultimately sparing him at the last minute. Harry details how he pretended to blow up targets in a practice drill while holed up in a hotel room at the outskirts of King's Lynn. So there's a typhoon again. The prince claimed his father never dropped in while he was there, even though the Sandringham estate was only a few miles away. Harry explained how Charles, a helicopter pilot himself, was enthusiastic about his son's work, but insisted locals in the village of Wolferton were less keen on witnessing a 10,000 kilo jet roaring just over their tiled roofs. He writes, RAF Marham had received dozens of complaints. Sandringham was supposed to be a no-fly zone. All complainants were told such is war. Quote, I loved seeing Pa, loved feeling his pride, and felt buoyed by his praise, but I had to get back to work. I was mid-control, blah, blah, blah. So he tells the story again. It's one of his it's one of a number of revelations about his military career that the book lifts the lid on, including his claim that he killed 25 Taliban fighters during his second tour of duty of Afghanistan. The Duke, who was known as Captain Wales in the military, wrote that he did not think of those killed as people, but instead chess pieces taken off the board. So, yeah, I'm wondering about the story that he said he flew over his father's car here. And what's the message he's sending with this story or with what's going on here? Did he really want to kill his father there? Let's find out. So let's take a look at this. What the hell? Is this a threat right now? I mean, is he saying, at my command, you could be killed? Is like the message there? Because if Harry's with the Obamas and the other globalists here, he may be sending a message here, right? So let's take a look at this. So first I'm going to throw some cards because I'm asking about several different things here instead of just reading about one situation. Well, first I want to ask if it's see if it's true. If I can get a yes no, and yes no is difficult. But my goodness, what is with this story? Why is Harry telling this story? This sounds like another lie. His book is full of lies. I'm telling you, the whole thing is just a pack of lies from beginning to end, and then more lies being uncovered every day. There's another lie that Harry said he introduced Meghan to Eugenie, but Meghan said that she knew Eugenie before she knew Harry. So I don't know. None of their stories line up. It just seems like it's all fantasy. But let's see. Did this really happen with Harry flying a typhoon over his father? Oh my. I think so. Yeah, look at that. Yes, he did. Harry was preparing for battle here. The soldier Harry here, and he was in his neighborhood here where he lives with his father here, his hometown. And he was like, yeah, watch this. So he was showing off a bit his power here. He's loving the power. Harry loves the power. That's why he loves being. I think he loves being a killer too. I mean that excerpt is like your life is in my hands, and I can take you out if I feel like it. You're just a chess piece. I think Harry's like he loves the power of being able to kill people. He just loves that. He would be a perfect Nazi. He really would. I think he is a Nazi. I think, a lot of like Klaus Schwab and all the rest of them. I mean, we always throw around the term Nazi, but it really is a eugenics belief system of superiority, and they just love killing people. And look what's going on. I'm just saying. Harry seems to embody that. He's like a reincarnated Nazi or something. Is Harry a reincarnated Nazi? Let's ask that. He really seems like one. I think that he wore that uniform for a reason. I don't think. Oh, look at that. I think he was a Nazi that died in World War II, fighting for the Nazis. That's what I think. He is a Nazi. He's a total Nazi. He loves it. He loves being a fighter. He loves. Yeah. Oh, look at this. So I got 2 of cups reversed. And I got and he wants more money. He's not him and his family, his father and him are not getting along, and Harry wants more money. He wants more coin. Give me some more security. I want more security. Yeah, so that's the bottom of that for sure. So yeah, I think it really did happen. I think Harry loves the power of life and death, and so why did Harry tell this story? Why did he tell this story in his book? Like, why would you share that? Is it because he's proud of being able to kill people? I mean, he obviously bragged about killing 25 people. Or was this a message to his father? Like, I could send another typhoon over there. Of course, he couldn't because the military thinks he's crazy and wants to put him in a bubble, right? This just slipped out. King of Swords, of course. This is him writing his book. And Sun, the sun, literally the sun, but also, this is Harry's time to shine here. And he's using this book to send his messages. And this, somebody said, who was it? I can't remember who it was. There's so many people talking about this book. It was a British commentator, but he said that Harry's book reads exactly like Mein Kampf. He says just the same thing, just like he's like the same attitude of poor me, I'm such a victim and I'm gonna fix everything, make everything right the way I want it. I forget exactly, but he put it. He obviously this person I haven't read Mein Kampf, so this person did, and he knew. He said he made a lot of parallels between Harry's book and Mein Kampf. So I find that very interesting. Harry's making his sort of declaration of war here with this book. Obviously, it is a war against the royal family, and he enjoys talking about fighting in the war, as he knows that sets him apart from his brother and his father. They fought in active duty there, active war. So he's using this to show how he should, Sun here, in the spotlight. So he's trying to show what a powerful leader he is. Hierophant. He wants people to bow to him like a pope. He thinks the royal family should bow to him. He's right now demanding they apologize to him. Harry and Meghan, who never apologized for anything. They've been caught in so many lies and they've never apologized once. But Harry expects everybody to bow to him. He's really gone to his head. This has really gone to his head. This everything that's going on and his power. He's empowered by the globalists around him, Bill Gates and all the rest. And of course, he's unhappy and spoiled and being, he's sitting out there by the tree in Montecito and he's like, I'm not happy with the way things are. I don't have enough. I want more. And so he's just being a brat and using the publishing and let's just flipped over. And he's mentally ill, of course, out of his mind, trying to be the professional victim. Yeah, so he is really trying. It's like he's a murderer, but he's trying to portray himself as the victim, right? It's like the typical attitude of these you know, wokeness here, if you want to call it that, where they're all like, poor me, I'm such a victim. You gotta do what I tell you. You gotta change everything. You've gotta, yeah, talk like I tell you to talk and use the words I tell you to use. Because I say, because I feel oppressed. Poor me. I'm offended. So you have to change everything. But Harry's using that same kind of mentality. He's been brainwashed, obviously, by Meghan, her wokeness, and he is mentally ill as well. So yeah, totally. He's moving away. Obviously, he's so distant. He's turned his back on the royal family. I kind of see it's like turning his back on them and wanting to put himself up there as holier than thou and better than them and yeah, he's always right. Harry's always right. He's right about everything. It's the law according to Harry. His truth is the truth and it's more important than so-called objective truth. No. Harry says it's true. The end, according to Harry, the pontiff here. Harry, more than a pontiff. Harry thinks he's a god or something. He's acting like God. He's like, I am the truth. That's Harry. And of course, he's not a god. He's a demon or a devil, right? So, I mean, he's the anti-pope here. He's definitely, wow, he's gone full on evil. He has gone full on evil. Does Harry want, let me see here. Does Harry want to kill his father? Right now, does he want to kill his father? I mean, besides the fact that he's talking about using cream that his mother used on her lips on his woo woo, his ding dong down there. Like that's not gross enough. Does Harry want to kill his father? Is he an Oedipal complex here? Does Harry want to kill his father? We all know how angry he is at Camilla, right? Oh my goodness, yeah, he wants to, of course, again, destroy the monarchy. He wants to take out Camilla and Charles. He wants to. He definitely wants to destroy. Oh yeah, look at that! Wow. He wants. That was a threat. That was a veiled threat bringing that up. I mean, he loves the idea of doing away with everybody and taking control because he thinks he should be king. You know that. And Megan's got him believing it. Megan has got Harry so far up his butt. He's like Harry is so ill, right? And his head is just his hair is on end here. It's like insane with his ideas of grandiosity. And Megan has got him so worked up that he's really thinking that he's going to be empowered by the voodoo hoodoo that Megan's doing, and that that's why they turned the back on the royal family, and he's blaming all his problems on them, and he wants to go back and just take over and be like, I should be king. I'm always right. Read my book, Mein Kampf. Yeah, he wants to take out. Yeah, he wants to destroy the royal family. This isn't excess of or secretively. But this is definitely a threat and a reminder that he's taking him out. Um, this is about how he's the fact that he's talking about taking out the king. You know what I mean? And saying, I spared him. Now, isn't that interesting? Let me see something here. So, going back to this excerpt directly from his book, Harry says that how the typhoon tracked his father went right over him, almost shattering the windows. But Harry ultimately spared him. Oops, I just lost it. Let's get this big again. But ultimately spared him on my orders. Spared him on my orders. Isn't that interesting that he uses that word spare? Spared him. Interesting, right? Is that a coincidence, or is this title and this story with he spared him this time? Is that why he used the title spare, besides the fact that Harry is the spared? It's like I spared you this time, but I won't next time. Is Harry's title spare? Is that about saying he spared his dad one time but not the next time or something? Oh yeah, look at that. He's being clever with the little word salad. Harry's being clever. He's like, I spared you once, but not again. Wow, I think Harry is threatening his father. He's threatening to kill his father here. And don't forget that video I did about MBS, Megan and Harry, I assume, Saudi Arabian king out there who got away with murdering Khashoggi and isn't facing any justice because he has immunity in the U.S. Just saying. Uh, I got Ten of Wands reversed. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be using MBS or not, but I'm sure he has plenty of other connections he could use for sure. Wow, wow. So how's Harry? Oh yeah, see, Harry wants to take his father out. He's like, I'm gonna take over. I'm taking you out and your government out. I'm taking the whole Western world out because Harry, yep, Harry, that's the Harry card, the fool reversed. Harry's being a fool. He is a fool who thinks he can be king. He thinks he can take out whoever he wants. I'm getting again and again with these cards that he is about taking out his father, and he considers himself the rightful king of the world or something. I don't know what the hell he's thinking. Megan's so far up his butt. Got him thinking so many crazy things here. Yeah, Harry's crazy. I think that he did enjoy threatening his father's life. He enjoys the idea, and now with Megan, megalomania there, and his dangerous connections with Megan, he is threatening his father here. He's saying, "I spared you once. I won't spare you the next time." Wow. Wow. So Harry's murderously minded. He's a murderer. I mean, he may not have actually killed anyone yet, as far as we know, but it looks like, well, actually, what am I saying? He killed 25 people in Afghanistan. So he is a murderer, technically. I mean, yes, he was a soldier, but the fact that he almost threatened his father's life, almost took his father's life, and is bragging about, yeah, I spared him this time. That's a real psychopath. And the fact that he killed 25 people and he says, yeah, they're just pieces of a chessboard. That's the way they train me, and they train me well. I mean, no, you don't get trained into thinking like the way Harry's thinking. That's a psychopath. Okay. Most soldiers get PTSD because they feel so much guilt and horror at what happened and the killings that happened. But not Harry. Harry's like, "Yeah, I was trained well. You're a piece of chessboard." Wow. So I think that Harry is definitely threatening King Charles here, threatening his life, saying, I spared you once, but not next time." Um, yeah, oh, look at that. See, I mean, Ten of Swords again. Look at that. These cards are coming up again. So now, with his coronation coming up, Harry's threatening, maybe he's threatening to do something at the coronation here. So I'm seeing a celebration. I'm seeing tower, or at least if not destroy, but he's threatening this book. Okay, this book that he put out, just months before the coronation, is meant to be very, as disruptive and destructive as possible, undermining him and trying to take him down and the monarchy down. Ten of Swords here. So he is, attacking his father and the royal family and being as destructive as possible leading up to this coronation. Obviously, this is intentional with everything they're doing. And like now Harry claims he has 400 more pages he could publish. There's more to come if they don't do what he says. So yeah, Harry is going to do as much destruction with the PR and whatnot, and maybe even more. I don't know, but he's doing it all. He really doesn't is not. He's very upset about the coronation coming up. And his father becoming king, and his brother, the second in line, all that. Wow, it's really triggering him. He's making him crazier than usual, and he's pretty crazy already. But he's just getting down to death threats here for sure. So look out. Harry is a homicidal maniac. That's what I'm getting here for sure. And he did do that. I think he did do that with the typhoon, as crazy as that sounds. Wow. All right. So that is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.